Hey, Craig here. Diggs Rod Shop down in the shop today, and I'm with Kassidy and I'm with JJ today, and I'm taking them away from their work here real quick, but I want to give you guys an update on the Torino and how far these guys have come along over the last couple of weeks, because it's just phenomenal on the work that's getting done. Before we move any farther though, Kassidy, what are you working on here?
Oh, this is the new Gen 5 AC box, the Magnum. Trying to get it all assembled so we can get it up in the dash and figure out how we're going to mount everything.
Is this a direct fit?
No.
No, this is just a standalone universal Gen 5.
They don't make a direct fit for this car, so.
Okay, yep. We try to use direct fit whenever we can when it comes to these older cars, but this Torino has been a little bit of an obstacle all the way through.
And this thing's going to take up most of the room underneath the dash, so I want to get it all fit now, get the brackets welded in.
Gotcha.
We're measuring up for the steering column. We're kind of trying to get everything in the dash done today. That's what we're working on today.
Come around here with the camera. You can kind of dig in there just a little bit. These guys, you can see Cassie just talked about the steering column. So that's a Borgenson, is that right?
Yeah, this is a conversion kit to go to a standard power steering box. Before it had like the Mustang style with the ram on it.
Yeah.
Everything was bad. It was leaking. It all needed rebuilt. The steering column needed rebuilt. So we decided to go this way. It'd be a cheaper, better end result. It's going to steer better and drive better.
From the factory, they didn't handle very good in the steering anyway. I've had a lot of Fords, so I can say that. I understand what you're saying.
Just in general, this ought to drive better. And it's cost-wise with the new tilt column, it's probably cheaper than trying to rebuild that old stuff anyway.
Yeah,
so.
no doubt.
This was a 69 firewall, so I cut out the 70 piece for all this and grafted that in. That way the foot feed and the throttle cable's all in the right place. All this stuff's in the right location. Because the 69, this was quite a bit different. This was the same, this was different, all this was different.
So you're able to graft in that lower portion of that firewall from a 69, that's what you're saying, right?
The firewall's a 69. This is piece right here is from the original 70.
70, so you grafted that in there.
Yep.
Good job.
And then this upper and lower dash is 70.
Gotcha.
So this was just a little bit different, but it was very similar.
Well, we've been following this Torino here lately, and just all the work that JJ and Kassidy have been doing on it. You guys can obviously see now that rail that we ordered. We got that out of a salvage yard out in Colorado. Yep. It's in now too. So let's go around to that other side. You can get a little bit of a sneak peek right there. I want to not only get a peek of that, but JJ, you're going to come to the back with us too, because he's doing something with that trunk deck. You know, guys, I was telling you we ordered a trunk deck too, so that's kind of cool. So there you can see that that frame rail is now all intact. Looks like you got a little bit of rocker panel.
Yeah, we're still going to do. We're putting half a rocker in this side. We put kick panels in. This, of course, the firewall's new. This piece is new. We put the frame rail up to here. And then it's all boxed on the inside too for boxing plates.
Is all that black metal, is that all AMD?
That's all AMD, yeah.
And again, how about those hinges there too? I noticed those.
These are, I think those were AMD, weren't they, Justin? I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, so we bought this frame rail. We made them send the whole torque box, the training mount, everything. So we put it all in one piece.
Nice.
We still got some welding to do on the bottom. There's some braces on that torque box over there we got to do. Probably going to do that once it goes on the rotisserie.
Gotcha.
Just be easier to roll it over and do all that from the bottom.
Yeah, you guys have put a whole new cowl system and everything.
Yeah, we cut these off, and in fact, I had to cut part of this out to get the dash in, to get it all to slide down in there. So
yeah, that's right, because that's a two-piece. You got the firewall that comes up, and then it's actually a part of the dash unit, that cowl.
Yeah, last Wednesday I was standing right there in the center of that car.
Oh my gosh! Come on back around here. You're going to kind of start seeing how this is coming together now. Kassidy was talking about, you know, changing that steering, that Borgenson steering box over, plus putting that 70 firewall piece for the steering to go through. You can kind of see it all in here. And now you've got the actual, that's the original dash, that lower portion anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to split the top of the tunnel, and it was just a little bit taller, so I had to pull it down. I split it and pulled that together.
So you're talking about this right here.
Yeah, right on the top where I grounded, there's two little spots. It didn't take much.
Right. They just don't make it for the 70. That's the deal.
No. So,
yeah.
And then, so we're putting I did it or a Flaming River. I'm not sure yet. Whichever one we can get.
I think Flaming River, I think is what.
I don't know. They didn't show a 28. So we got, anyway, we're putting a tilt column in it.
I know a guy
Yeah.
that has cut those down before.
So
Go ahead.
we got to get that put in there. That's kind of where I started mocking up today. And then I needed the dash in for the AC box and the defrosters and all that stuff. I wanted to make sure all the brake pedal, I want to make sure everything would bolt back in just so we knew the firewall and everything was in the right spot, and it all bolted right back up. So
Right on.
that was good. And then Justin's been working in the
Well,
back here,
that's
so-
where Justin comes into play, because he's been hanging on these quarters right here, waiting on this inner outer piece forever. That was actually a piece that we got from that salvage yard too out there in Colorado too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So sheet metal. This is AMD sheet metal also. Is that right?
I think,
how
I
is
think
it
everything in this car was AMD.
pretty much, unless we hand fabbed it.
Right.
Yeah. So they fit good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was really happy with how everything fit.
Nice. I know you had to modify the lowers here because it didn't come to us perfect. You had to add some metal in there too, but it's 100% now. Yeah, come on around to the back side here, guys, because I know we're going to talk about this here in a little bit, but this whole inside of this trunk, JJ has just reconstructed that whole thing.
Right.
Anything outside your wheelhouse, that's a fabrication joke. Anyway, you did a fantastic job, I'm telling
Came
you.
together pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me about this piece right here.
Can't buy it, so we had to make it.
You had to make it. Now, when I'm looking at this thing, I remember the old one had maybe had a little bit of bead roll in here, but this definitely, did that come out of the old piece and you fabbed that back in there too? So I was looking at the gas tank that was installed in that the other day. It was like perfect all the way around. I mean, about
That's
a quarter
really nice,
inch.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's funny is you can buy this piece, but you can't buy this piece.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Buy this piece, but you can't buy this piece.
Right.
Yeah. And then, of course, all these weather strip rails were rotted out, so we
Yeah.
had to rebuild all those by hand. All the
Well,
way
you
around
guys, yeah, you'll see that in another video because we pointed that out. They were all rotten. And like Kassidy was saying, JJ.
Justin built all that and got that all welded in. This one here had to actually go clear up to this piece. So it's actually two different pieces
Oh,
we had
yeah.
to build to put that one back in.
Man, I'm telling you what, this thing's got, it's going to be the nicest 70 Torino out there, I think.
It ought to be.
I
100%
don't
sheet
really
metal, that's
know
for sure.
how much of it's Torino. I mean, the roof, a little bit of the package tray. but
Yeah,
that's
this
about
back
all.
here is still Torino, right?
That's about it.
About it.
Everything else is new, even the drops, everything in it. So
Doors
yeah.
are stock, but we've rebuilt those and done a bunch of work.
This
on
is
them,
factory
too.
right here, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, that's about it. So.
about it.
Well, I want to look over here because you got two things going on. First of all, you move the skin off of this one here, and this is the trunk deck, guys, right here. Now, this is the one you're going to use, right?
Yeah, I'm going to fix this one.
This is the
Better shape
one
than
that we got from Colorado, and the underside of it was
The
good.
underside of it was good. It's here. I've got
Right.
it all cleaned up, ready to go.
Well, and you guys remember we were talking about the underside of the original Torino. This thing was rusty, I'm telling you. And we'll put some of the pictures up there in the top right-hand or top left-hand corner when we get the video going, but you can see where it was rotted. And I know on that other one, it was all rotted through here. That was the major problem.
I'm not sure how it was even shut with the latch.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
I know you could do it.
I don't
know
think
you
one
could.
side of the latch wasn't even bolted on because there wasn't nothing there to bolt it to.
But I mean, hours and hours and hours of trying to fix all that would have been, it's cost effective. We found another trunk deck. So tell me what you got going on now.
So I'm basically just swapping them, but using one of the good inners and one of the good outers, and
Right.
I'll put it back on there. We'll clamp it and glue it where it was, and then we'll just rebuild the lip. And
Yep, looks like you're cleaning up the rust right
Yeah,
now.
just
Find out.
figuring out where all I got to fix, and
Sure.
Yeah, this one ain't perfect, but it's a whole lot better than the other one.
Yeah. That one there, you can see it looked like it'd been laying in the dirt for quite some time. It's all rotted on the end there. But everything else is about the same. It came off of a 70, so I know it's the same. So, well, you'll get all this thing all cleaned up. You're just basically reskinning a trunk deck.
pretty
That's
much.
what you're doing.
Yeah,
So.
we just happened to. We'll have to rebuild the inner lips, weld them together. But
Yeah.
Really,
yeah.
this and the rocker panel is the only major things we got left. The rest of it's just mounting like the AC,
everything fit.
the console mounts, make sure the new seats are gonna fit.
There
just
you go.
make sure the ergonomic stuff's good. As far as sheet metal and body, this thing really, other than finishing up stuff or waiting on parts, should be ready to go to the body shop, or at least go on the rotisserie.
Right.
We can flip it over, finish up the underside, and
Right.
If we didn't have to mount all the stuff inside, it'd be at the body shop this week. So.
Right. Well, there's always the little stuff that has to be done in the
But
finalizing.
we want to get that done before and paint, so make reassembly a lot easier.
Yep.
Right.
Hopefully we don't forget anything.
That's the other thing I'm looking at here, because you've got some repair work to do here too. It's not perfect, but
It's a
by
lot
far
better than it is.
it's more than what we have, and so we're going to have to, or you are. I throw we in there because I'm kind of part of all this, but yeah, you guys have done a phenomenal job, and I just wanted to show everybody an update on this Torino. It's come a long, long way from where it started in the beginning, and we talked to the customer the other day. And I know they couldn't be happier with what's going on, but we're going to give them a new car. That's what we're going to give them, actually. So,
Justin told me yesterday when he was working on his truck, he goes, that Torino gave me a whole new aspect on that car is rough.
Yeah.
oh my goodness. We thought we seen it all until this one came in. Well, I'll tell you, the customer, though, they're in good spirits, that's for sure, and they realize what it took to get it to this point. And
I think he's really happy that it didn't go somewhere where they just filled it full of Bondo
oh,
and
no,
sent
no,
it out
yeah.
the door.
We use filler, guys. There's no doubt about it. I think most shops do, but we don't do it to recreate something. This is all new steel fabricated,
Well,
and these
yeah,
guys
we're not-
are just so capable of doing it. So anyway, well, got anything else to add, you guys?
Just keep
About a week
working
or
away.
so, and it'll be headed over
I
to the
hope
body
so. I
shop.
wanted to have it at the body shop this week, but we kind of had a hiccup with the steering column and the seats and stuff.
Right.
So
Well, you said it's going to take a 28-inch steering column. I literally have taken a 32 and cut it down to a 28. The one that's in my pickup is a 26, and
the
it
new ones
started
they've
out
been
being a
getting,
30.
you can't cut them because the end of them isn't.
Yeah. Really?
No. And then since I got to put the rag joint back on, it's a splined end. It's got a
Yeah, that's gonna be
36-inch
different,
splined
too,
end on
so,
it. And you
yeah.
can buy that piece.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I know you.
I don't
will.
know.
You'll
we
figure
haven't-
it out.
yeah,
I know you will.
I did that right before lunch. I haven't got back on that yet.
Gotcha.
but-
All righty. Well, this is Craig down in the shop with Kassidy and JJ, and we were just giving you guys an update on this Torino. Until we get back down to the shop, we're going to sign out. This is Craig and
Kassidy.
JJ. We're out of here.